Smoothie stations and juice bars are popping up everywhere nowadays, but buyers should beware. Not all smoothies have actually real fruit in them and can actually be loaded with sugar, food coloring, and artificial flavoring. That is why Peggy Kotsopoulos is joining us today to talk about the perfect ingredients to energize your breakfast and really your life. So, Peggy, we're kind of going to do like Smoothie 101.
Yes, we're going to do Smoothie 101 today. So this is how to make the perfect smoothie at home so you don't have to go to those juice bars and spend way too much money on low quality ingredients.
Well, let's start really basic. What are kind of the 5 key ingredients that our smoothie should always have?
Okay, so starting with your base. We always want to start with that base. And normally a lot of times people use milk or juice or water. What I love to use is silk almond milk. So I use a non-dairy alternative. But they just came out with my new favorite base, which is a silk cashew milk. So the cashew milk is made out of basically cashews, and it has a thick, rich consistency to it. And it has 25% fewer calories than a skim milk. So it's actually lower in calorie than a skim milk, but the taste and the texture and the consistency is so rich and silky and creamy. So it's an amazing base, and it has 50% more calcium than a regular milk. So I use this as my base. And what I add to that is my second ingredient is a Vega One all-in-one nutritional shake. So this gives you all the nutrients you need and all the supplements that you need all in one in a very low calorie serving. So it has 20 grams of your protein. So protein is going to keep you fuller longer. It has fiber in there as well, and it has 6 servings of greens. So instead of adding your spinach and your kale and your broccoli and all these other greens to your smoothie, it already has 6 servings in one single scoop. Plus it has 50% of your daily recommended intake of vitamins and minerals, all from whole food ingredients. So things like beets and carrots and apples. So all of that stuff is right inside there already in a low calorie scoop. It's only about 160 calories per serving. So again, the almond milk I start with, or the cashew milk I start with, and then a scoop of Vega One. Then I move on to my frozen fruit because we want to add some flavor. Now this is where you can get creative. I love to add some frozen strawberries. You can get them already frozen in the grocery section. And I add a half a ripe banana, a frozen banana. So I can kind of get them when they're ripe, cut them up, throw them in the freezer, throw it into your blender. You can add some blueberries, frozen raspberries, peaches. I like to add the frozen fruit because it makes it thick and frothy. So instead of adding ice to your smoothie, the frozen fruit kind of add your antioxidants and vitamins, plus it also adds that frothiness. So that's my third ingredient. Fourth, what I like to do is sometimes spice it up. So what I like to add is some cinnamon to my smoothie as well. So what that does is it helps to balance blood sugar levels throughout the day. And it's, again, you're adding a little bit of flavor without any calories. So you can add some turmeric if you wanted, anything to kind of reduce inflammation, whatever you want to fancy, what your palate fancies. And then finally, what I add as well is a teaspoon of a nut butter. So it's a nut and seed butter. So it has your omegas in there, it has some seeds, it has some almonds, just a little teaspoon in there just for some additional creaminess and heart-healthy fats. So all you do is blend it up. At home, you just throw it into a blender, blend all the ingredients together, and you've got this thick, rich, frothy, nutrient-dense, low-calorie smoothie that is way better than anything you'd find in any juice bar.
Well, I love that. I love that you taught us how to start with a really good base and kind of add on to it, because I have heard that it is all about that base. That is what I've heard.
It is. It's all about that base.
That is what I have heard somewhere once before. So if we want maybe some more of these smoothie recipes or learn those ingredients one more time, where can we get that?
Okay, so any of these ingredients you can find in any grocery store. I try to make it as simple as possible. They should be things that you should have in your fridge all the time, these ingredients. You can find more recipes on my website, which is peggyk.com, or in my book. I have great recipes in my book called Kitchen Cures, which you can get from any bookstore or on Amazon.com.
I love that, Peggy. We're going to definitely get our morning off right with some good smoothies, and we're going to beware of what's out there in any of those places that we might pick one up. So we're going to do them at home from now on.
Yeah, home is it's way more cost effective and way more better. You can control the ingredients you add.
Love that. Thanks so much, Peggy.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone, don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.